Hey, what's up guys? howfar9 here. Welcome back to another rant type video. And this one is, of course, SCB related, more specifically, application related. Yes, applications are back up, but it's limited. I'm not going to talk about that because that's really not what I'm here to talk about. That doesn't sound right. What I am here to talk about is basically the process of becoming GM, you know, how you need to paint yourself to look, how you need to act. Because apparently some people still haven't figured it out. So, let's go through some of the things that will not lead you to get GM. One of those things is hating on a staff member who banned your friend. That's a big one. Because most of those people that hate on that staff member that banned their friend didn't bother to look at the report because they know the report is not going to help their case. Because they know that the report was legit, the ban was legit. Another thing that people do that isn't going to help them is that they put votes on their wall as to if they should apply or not. A wall poster says, "I'm considering applying. Should I?" You shouldn't leave the decision up to your friends. The decision should be yours. You should be the one that wants you to apply, not your friends. That's really about it for some of the things that you shouldn't do. Obviously there's, whole don't be immature, don't be stupid, but that's obvious. Most people can figure that out. And then it comes to the applying thing. You have to answer all the questions properly, make it a good application, follow the guidelines. But that also doesn't give you the right to, overkill. It doesn't give you, the right to just write a huge, long essay, because honestly, no one's gonna want to read that. Nobody's gonna want to read, like a 5-page application, and we're not gonna read a 5-page application. So be long, but don't overkill it. Another key to that is that when you get rejected, you handle it maturely. Because suddenly now that application's back up, whenever I reject somebody, I get a lot of hate for it. Because apparently when I reject an application, I'm being a power abusive ass. Just let that sink in. Whenever howfar9 rejects an application, he's a power abusive ass. Does that make sense to anybody else? Because it doesn't make sense to me, honestly. Because here's the thing that people don't understand. If it's worth a rejection, anybody can do it. It doesn't matter if I reject it, if Legend rejects it, if Ninja rejects it, it would end up the same either way. And posting on your wall about how much you hate me because I reject your application tells me one thing very, very clearly. You're not getting GM. Not when I'm around, at least. I know some of you are gonna look at this video and still think that I'm still a power abusive ass. I'm not abusing any power. Because here's how applying for GM works. You send in your application. GM's comment. If there's a lot of -1s, it gets rejected. If there's a lot of +1s, it gets accepted. That's the logic behind it. And still, to this day, people don't understand that. People think that once they get rejected, it's the end of the world. They're going to go into a nuclear war with Russia or something. No. If you get rejected, get over it. That's what I did. First time I got rejected, I was sad, I sucked it up, I got over it, I sent in a new application. I got rejected, I sucked it up, and I got over it, I sent in a new application. And then I got approved, and I went on to become an MGM. See what you can get if you suck it up, if you get over it, if you handle yourself in a mature way. Good things will come to you. It's a shame more people don't realize that.